afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jeff Hunt. I'm the director of the Texas Military Forces Museum. I'd like to welcome you to our demonstration here. What we're going to be doing for you this afternoon is highlighting a very special moment in the history of the Texas Military Forces, and specifically the history of the 36th Infantry Division, which was created almost 100 years ago. This July, it was formed, 1917, upon America's entry into the First World War, made up initially of National Guard units from Texas and Oklahoma, hence the symbolism of our shoulder patch, the blue arrowhead that represents the Oklahoma, the old Indian Territory, with a T for Texas superimposed on top of it. 36th Infantry Division saw 24 days of combat at the Western Front. Then it was returned home in 1919, demobilized, and it became an all-Texas National Guard unit. In November of 1940, it was mobilized again as the United States prepared to become involved in the Second World War. 36th Infantry Division is one of the most famous units in the United States Army during World War II. Only 5 divisions in the Army suffered more casualties than the 36th did. 36 fought all the way through Italy, invaded southern France, fought all the way through southern France to the Franco-German border by March of 1945, at which point it would launch an assault across the vaunted German Siegfried Line on the German-French border. What you see here behind me is a mini representation of those German fortifications: concrete dragon's teeth, iron hedgehogs, barbed wire, trenches, pillboxes, all of it designed in depth to stop any invasion of German territory. It would take the 36th Division a week of combat in March of 1945 to breach the Siegfried Line, after which it would drive through southern Germany, liberate the Landsberg concentration camp, and then enter Austria, which was a German ally during World War II. The vehicles, the weapons, the equipment that you are going to see operate here in front of you today are all authentic to World War II. All of these vehicles are actually from the war. All of the weapons are from the war. All of the uniforms are either very accurate reproductions or original to the war, as is most of the equipment being worn by the American, British, and German troops that we have out here today. We're going to try to make this as realistic as we possibly can for you. You're going to see a lot of vehicle movement, a lot of pyrotechnics. You're going to be aircraft overhead. Going to be a lot of gunfire, so please remember the cautions that Lisa gave you about staying behind the crowd lines and protecting your ears. For now, sit back, get ready to take some pictures and some cool video, and let us remind you of the service and the sacrifice of the men who wore the key patch almost 75 years ago on the battlefields of Europe in World War II. Thank you.
Augen, boah! Augen, boah! Perimeter, go! Just take it out, 10 yards! Lee! First squad out, 10 yards, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, what we just demonstrated for you took 20 minutes. The actual battle lasted for 7 days. For all the drama of what we just did out here, for as realistic as we tried to make it, this was a reenactment. It was not the real thing. The real thing, there was lead flying through the air. The real thing was done by men who hadn't slept, who hadn't eaten, who were wet, they were cold, they were very, very far from homes they had not seen in years. When they got up in the morning and went into that battle, they did not know, as we know, that when it was over we were going to get up and walk away from it in one piece. And many of them did not get up and walk away ever again. Many of them never walked away whole in mind or in body. And the real thing, men died. Men were crippled and maimed. The real thing meant letters home to wives who were now widows and children who were now orphans, who would grow up without their father because he laid his life down on a battlefield far from home to defend his country and the things that it stands for, and to fight and destroy one of the most heinous tyrannies that the world had ever seen. The men who came home after this battle, and the thousands and thousands of others that took place both in Europe and the Pacific during World War II, were rightly hailed by their countrymen as heroes. And yet, of the many thousands of World War II veterans we have had the opportunity to meet, not a single one of them would tell you that he or she was a hero. They would tell you that the heroes are the ones who did not come home, the ones who sleep beneath the white crosses and stars of David, in the cemeteries that dot the world's landscape, a small remembrance of a grateful people for those who made the ultimate sacrifice.